A tour to publicize problems now tonight drawing ire.
This all centers around St. Louis City's problematic downtown jail. Last month, the three in the center of this picture, Circuit Attorney Kim Gardner, Mayor Tishaura Jones, and Congresswoman Cori Bush toured the City Justice Center. They spoke with inmates and laid eyes on the facility's numerous safety issues. But the fact that this woman came along, the one there in the green jacket on the right-hand side, is raising questions tonight. News 4 investigator Lauren Traeger details why her presence could bring legal consequences for the city and your money. For years, activists have called to close the city's medium security jail or workhouse, and the new mayor Tishaura Jones has vowed the building will be closed within her first 100 days in office. But a lawsuit is also demanding the same thing, and they want $10 million of your tax dollars.
It was absolutely disgusting.
Last month, Congresswoman Cori Bush and Mayor Tishaura Jones railed against the deplorable conditions they said they saw inside MSI. Alongside them, KAYLA Reed, a respected activist with roots in Ferguson, executive director of Action St. Louis, and a board member for Arch City Defenders.
I am angry because for 3 years we have told the city that behind these walls, injustice is a regular occurrence.
News 4's requests for a tour have been declined. So to see behind the walls, News 4 requested surveillance video of that jail tour, which included MSI and the Criminal Justice Center, the site of recent riots. The elected officials and a number of their staff members walking the halls with their cell phones, taking pictures, inspecting the facilities, including the much criticized locks in the Justice Center.
I am Mayor Tishaura Jones.
And sitting down with detainees to hear from them directly. But a few attendees of the tour did raise some questions. Reed, for one.
I was in total shock when I saw that on the news.
Alderman Joe VACCARO says he wasn't invited, but the fact that a board member from Arch City Defenders is inappropriate.
I think bringing Arch City Defenders in there was absolutely wrong. It's inappropriate. And it was inappropriate for anyone to bring anybody suing us in a building.
Arch City Defenders has been engaged in a lawsuit with the city for years over what they call inhumane conditions in the workhouse. They have demanded it be closed and are asking for $10 million in damages, money from you, the taxpayer.
If I was suing you, would you bring me into your house? And, you don't do that. And no attorney would agree that you should.
It is us against them. That is the nature of dispute resolution in our judicial system.
Attorney ELKIN KISTNER, himself sometimes a litigant against the city but not involved in this case, says it's highly unusual, if not unheard of, for a defendant in a lawsuit like the city to just invite their opponent into the facility.
That could give the opponent an advantage in this case that it would not otherwise have in a normal case.
We wanted to ask if the lawsuit was compromised by the tour. Mayor, how are you? Do you have a few minutes for a couple questions?
I have to get back to the office.
Just a couple quick questions, really. We tried asking the mayor, but on 3 separate occasions, she declined to answer questions. News 4 has also learned the public defender's office raised issue with Circuit Attorney Kim Gardner being on the tour, writing in an email, quote, "I think it is a very bad legal idea to have the prosecutor responsible for charging all these individuals present for any of this, as it seems like a dangerous exercise regarding due process and the Fifth Amendment." VACCARO says the issues with the jails are important ones, but concerned about where detainees will be sent if MSI closes.
Lauren, I want you to come along.
He says he wants to see conditions inside for himself, and so should the public, before any decisions are made about closing the workhouse.
You call an exterminator. You see some mold, you call somebody and you get rid of the mold. You don't sell the house.
Again, that Arch City Defender suit is demanding $10 million in damages. I asked them if they would drop the suit if the workhouse closes and was told simply the lawsuit is still pending. They also said board members are not employed by them and are not a part of the legal team or in any way involved in their legal work, saying no one who speaks for or represents clients at Arch City Defenders was there for the tour. I'm Lauren Traeger, News 4 Investigates.